Allah says, when you don't have something, you will appreciate it. When you have your wife, you have your husband, you don't appreciate. You are talking like as if you are talking disrespectfully to anyone. You don't understand. When they are gone, either they die or maybe, astaghfirullah, divorce happens, something happens. Then you appreciate, hey, I had a good wife. Too late now, isn't it? Appreciate it now. They looked after your children, they cooked for you. And same applies to husbands. We don't appreciate our husbands sometimes. And what happens? Then after everything is over or the man is dead, then you say, hey, I had a good man. He was looking after me. Now I am stranded. Right? So similarly, every gift of Allah, please look at it, see, understand, and think about it. That Allah Almighty has blessed us, wallahi, in a way that others, they are even jealous of what we have, wallahi. You see, sometimes you have people, I'm going to give you a proper example because Allah said that He created us different colors, different sizes, different shapes, different races, different parts of the world, different tribes, different people. All of this is in order to recognize one another. If we were all exactly identical, life would be boring. Life would be very boring. Imagine if your food and my food was only one thing. That's all you could eat. What would happen on earth? You would see bananas, you wouldn't know what is this, because I don't eat those. They are not, it's not food. Allah says we gave you so many different types of food that you yourself don't even know what there is on earth. We know. You don't know. That's Allah. So in a similar way, when Allah made us different shapes and sizes, sometimes some people, they are from one race, right? That race, we know them because Allah says we made you in different races in order to recognize one another, appreciate one another, in order to respect one another, in order that Allah tests you for you to see and realize from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala His favors upon everyone. So say for example, in one part of the world, some of the people are very small and they are weak. Weak meaning physically they are not strong and they are very small. But maybe Allah gave them something else. They might be, for example, their eyes might be extremely sharp, or they might be able to think in a different way, or they might have some other gift of Allah. Maybe they are quick, or whatever it might be. And in other parts of the world, people might not be short, they might be tall, right? Generally tall, big people with lots of power. They might not have something else. They might have one thing, two things, maybe not another thing. So all of us, we complement each other. For that reason also, I was talking to a group of children yesterday, or the day before yesterday, in Johannesburg. And I was telling these children, Allah has made us differently, because the question was, what would you like to be when you grow up? I can ask you the same question, slightly modified because you are already grown up, that what type of job would you like to have? Wallahi, in this masjid, most of us will have different answers. One says, I want to be a driver. One says, I want to be a pilot. One says, I want to do something. One says, I want to be manager of shop. One says, I would like to be engineer. That is the answers. Why are these answers not the same? Have you thought of it? Because it's a gift of Allah that we can all help each other. That's why they are not the same. If Allah made us the same, all of us are drivers. Who would we drive? We're all drivers. Who am I going to drive? No one. Because everyone's a driver. So you understand? For example, if everybody is one thing. So this is something unique. It's a favor of Allah.